I don't even know what this one is, but it is fucking delicious. These coffees that come heated in the bottle or the tin are the bomb. They're so good. I'm just emerging from my breakfast of champions at 7-Eleven, which was 2 delicious onigiri. Onigiri are rice cakes, rice balls, and they come in a variety of shapes and sizes. Some of them are triangular with a sheet of seaweed wrapped around, lovely dry crunchy seaweed. The ones I had today were round onigiri. One had half boiled egg on the top, kind of embedded in the middle of it, and the other one had an omelette on the top with this delicious tomato-y, teriyaki, oniony type sauce between the rice and the egg. These things are amazing. You can't compare 7-Eleven at home with 7-Eleven here. It's just not the same thing. You can actually go to 7-Eleven and eat. I just ate in. They've got tables. You can sit in there. You buy what you want at the counter and then you take it to the table. A lot of that is cultural. It's not polite to eat in the street as you're walking, or drink even for that matter. So I sat down with my 2 onigiri and my hot coffee in a bottle, and they're delicious as well. I sat in 7-Eleven and ate my breakfast, 2 rice balls and a coffee in a bottle. Only in Japan. So now I'm heading off, speaking of only in Japan, I'm heading off to the JCII or JC2 Camera Museum. Of all the things you could do anywhere in the world, I think the Camera Museum is the way to go in Japan. Everyone knows the old cliched image of Japanese tourists with cameras, click, 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 click. How could anything be more appropriate than coming to Japan and going to a camera museum, of all things? Who even thought there would be such a thing? Oh, look. Queuing across an intersection, it happens here as well. Oh, and they really, really don't like it here. That guy will probably get out of his truck and commit suicide. He'll be so embarrassed, so ashamed. Completely lost my train of thought, so I'm just gonna stop there. So I found somewhere for lunch. I'm in this tiny little booth. It's a tiny little seat that I barely fit my big Western butt on. And I'm looking at this fantastic menu with sets and rice and stuff. I'm not sure if I want the pig kimchi set, noodle and pig kimchi rice, or the noodle and combustion dumpling. I don't know what a combustion dumpling is, but there's a combustion dumpling noodle set, or there's a noodle and combustion dumpling and fried rice. Noodle and rice bowl with roasted pork. I'm so confused. So I've come to a place called Tenkai Pin. I guess it's some kind of a chain. This is what I've ordered. Chicken noodle soup topped with roasted pork and boiled egg. Large, of course. So we'll see how much it looks like. The picture in the menu, I suspect it might be very, very, very similar. So I'm en route now to Ueno Park, after scoffing an entire bowl of chicken, pork, ginger, something ramen. It was so thick and rich by the end of it that I couldn't actually finish the soup itself. But obviously after having consumed all of that, what does a big fat Australian bastard actually need more than Beard Pupper's fresh and natural cream puffs? Obviously I need 2 of those after a whole bowl of ramen, right? I'm going to find somewhere nice to sit in the park and we'll have a look at Beard Pupper's fresh and natural cream puffs. I cannot wait. What could be more beautiful than this? I'm sitting at the main entrance to Ueno National Garden Park. Opposite, the most gorgeous bloom of Sakura. There's 3 cherry blossom trees here. There's a darker pink one over there by the police box. There's this beautiful light one in the middle. And then there's the one I'm sitting underneath right here. With beautiful pink cherry blossoms. And what a stunning spot to check out my stash from Beard Puppers. How cool is this gonna be? Let's open the bag and see what's in there. Beautifully packaged again. I know I sound like a broken record, but just so that you can keep some social niceties about eating these custard things. They've got their own little individual packaging there, so you keep it all neat within your hands, and you can also cover your mouth while you eat. So it comes in a little container like that, little paper wrapping. So you can go like this, scoff on your custard without anybody actually seeing you do it. It's a very Japanese thing, happens all over the place. That's Beard Pupper, by the way, Beard Pupper. So this is the traditional custard puff. Let's go in for the first scoff now. Itadakimasu. See how polite that is? You can't even see that I'm doing anything, right? Except that my cheek's moving a bit. There's the puff. The puff with all the delicious custard in the middle of it. Another secret scoff reveals even more of the delicious custard. This is so good. Beautiful location, beautiful puff, beautiful custard. What could be better than this, right? And so refined, the way no one can see your mouth. And you know, the more I do this as well, I've lost all concern about sitting here doing what appears to be taking a selfie and talking to the camera at the same time, because I could be on a call, I could be Skyping someone, I could be doing anything. But even if I'm not, even if I'm just sitting here making a video and talking to my handheld device, nobody cares. No one gives a shit anymore, do they? Anybody could be saying and doing anything that they want to these devices, and no one even thinks twice anymore. There was a time not so long ago where you'd walk past someone talking to themselves and you would know instantly that they were crazy. Everybody talks to themselves these days. There's a small child with its mother, and the mother is shorter than the small child. How cute is that? I'm trying to scoff this super quickly so I can get into the next one because I think it's going to be really, really delicious. Okay, that was the traditional. Now, here's number 2. This is the strawberry puff. It has the pink powder on it, and you can tell it's a strawberry one because the wrapper has a pink bearded puffer on it. I imagine they have matching wrappers for every variant of puff. I'm going in. Itadakimasu. Oh my god, that's better than sex. Seriously, that is better than sex. The first one was good enough, but that is amazing. It's custard, it's strawberry, is good. It is so liberating just being able to sit in a park with all these people around and stuff my face into this gorgeous custard puff. And because of this little politeness shield, nobody has a clue what I'm doing. It's fantastic. I literally just sucked all of the excess cream out of that thing. No one saw. I'm just licking it in the most suggestive way. No one saw. I just made a sort of gross noise. No one saw, no one heard. This is fabulous. You ever come to Tokyo? I don't know where the bag's gone. You ever come to Tokyo? Bearded papa. It's like a Christmas tree that's still there a tiny bit later than it should be. It seriously does look like a Christmas tree. I'm assuming that's what it was supposed to be. It's even got a star at the top. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm surrounded by Sakura, pink, white. There's different shades of pink. Then there's bushes of white with some really white pink over this way. There's some really quite vivid pink in this tree here. And then over this way, over that way, wherever my hand is, there's some that are just about to bloom. They've got these really dark pink buds on them, so that will look gorgeous. Everyone is just so fascinated by the Sakura. And they're only here for such a short time. They bloom and they stay and they go. And they just hang out of the trees. It's enchanting. I've never seen anything like this. Trees full of flowers. Trees full of flowers. It's beautiful. And up here, we're completely surrounded by white cherry blossom here. It's just everywhere. So much cherry blossom. It's difficult not to see why the Japanese are so enchanted with Sakura. When they're in full bloom like this, they come out into the parks and gardens like they are today. They spend time sitting under the cherry blossom and they picnic with friends and family and food underneath the bloom. This whole avenue behind us is white with some pink. Way back there's some pink. Mostly as we walk along, you'll see that it is pretty much all white. And here we are coming under the first lot now. This is where it gets all clogged up because there are so many people here all doing what I'm doing. They're either looking with their eyes or looking at a camera that is looking at the Sakura tree. Some more pink coming up here in the middle, and the colors are just gorgeous when you get a bit of the pink and the white all mixed together. Even here on the street, they've got a whole section roped off so people can sit and eat, picnic, lunch, whatever they're doing. I have to kind of walk off the street to get under the pink, as it were. There. There. That's the pink one. I had to come all the way here and stand on a fence just to get that view. It's just more white. White, white, and more white as far as the eye can see. And people everywhere. Back there, back there. And who cares about privacy, hey? Nobody seems even the slightest bit worried about whether they're being on film anymore because they can never tell if they actually are. Some more pink there. That person might be famous. Just when you think you've gotten to the end of it and that there can't possibly be any more, you look off in another direction and you realize that there actually is more. It's everywhere. And there I was thinking I was going to miss it. There I was thinking I was never going to see any of it. Probably one of the most beautiful things I think I've ever seen. One of the most beautiful natural things I've ever seen. They're such dainty little flowers, and to be trees and trees full of them, and to know that they only last for such a short time before they disappear. It's pretty cool to be here. So as brilliant and unique as this country is, they do have one or two foreign obsessions, such as that one. There's almost nowhere where there isn't a Starbucks. Kind of a bit sad. So this is the entrance to Ueno Zoo. The admission price, 600 yen for adults, 600 yen. So $6.80 for an adult to get in. Kind of puts Taronga Zoo to shame. So this is a kind of a sideshow alley between the zoo and the park. There's potato, there's little pancake things, little biscuits, crab sticks. I'm not getting any of that, am I? That's better. There's crab sticks frying there. There's little tiny panda-shaped biscuits, potatoes, and I've had lunch so I can't eat any of it. It's an Alfred Hitchcock in the making here. There are crows everywhere. I don't know why they just happen to be here, but they are everywhere. There's loads of crows in that tree, and you can hear them everywhere, right? They're all kind of sitting up there in that tree. They're all along the fence line there. They're all over there on that side. I think I can see 1, 6, 20, 16, 3, 8, 15, 21, 9, 22 that I can see just looking around here. And they are big motherfuckers. They are such big crows. And that big R, it's kind of more like a masculine, scary R, like the ones that we get at home. And the ones in Australia that go R, R, R. I can't even do it. I don't know why I'm trying to impersonate a crow. Ah. These trees have all bloomed in the last 2 days. All these leaves were just totally not, they all look like that. That's what the trees look like. Even yesterday I came through and some of those weren't there. They're gorgeous, they're everywhere along here. Aren't they gorgeous? So it's a convenience store dinner tonight on account of the fact that I was walking around for about 8.5 hours non-stop and I just was so tired, and then it got cold and started to rain again, so I just came back to the hotel. I just could not move and the phone died again and I couldn't find a McDonald's to charge it in. Oh, woe is me. Oh, there's a toothpick in there as well. Isn't that cute? There's even little instructions on there to say that there's a toothpick in there. Oh, isn't that cute? That is so sweet. Or maybe that's just there to hold it in the right spot. Anyway, it's a convenience store dinner, and I thought I'd go something light considering I polished off all that ramen for lunch. So I've got a little salad, chicken, egg, tomato, lettuce, and some noodles on the bottom. Noodles or spaghetti, I can't really tell. It looks like spaghetti to me, but orange juice and some strawberry liquid yogurt. Won't this be delicious?